Synagogue. I'm happy to welcome you to this afternoon's festivities as we honor Rabbi Sharon at her 13th year in the synagogue. I don't have to tell most of you how wonderful she is and how much of the synagogue she touches. I think there are parts that we may learn today that we didn't know that she has a hand in, and that she influences and touches our young adults and our older adults and so on. And I had the privilege of sitting on the beam a couple of weeks ago as she officiated at, I think, at least the 100th woman to the female Bat Mitzvah program. And it's a wonderful acknowledgement of things that she's worked on through the years. So I have the privilege of welcoming you to today's festivities. I'm the first of many speakers that will acknowledge and point out and recognize her contributions to the synagogue over the last number of years. So let me turn it over to Beverly, Sharon, and Donna, who will carry on the program. Thank you all for being in attendance today.
I'm not as tall. Hi, I'm Beverly Beadall, and I'm president of Park Sisterhood. And with me are Donna Levine and Sharon Epstein, co-chairs of our Rosh Chodesh group. This afternoon, we are going to be sharing our appreciation to and good wishes for Rabbi Sharon Young Marcus through song and some remarks. We know everybody knows Rabbi Marcus, but we may reveal some things you don't already know about her. We want this short program to be fun and participatory, so we hope everyone will use the songbooks you have in front of you, as we are led and sung by our program committee, Barbara Brenner, Judy Eidenfeld, Barbara Gross, and Nora Shapiro, with a very special thank you to Karen Warren. The first song, however, is not in your song, because it is a very special song. We didn't want Rabbi Marcus to sing. This song will be sung as a solo by a very special guest.
Is this the Sharon Young I once knew? At summer camp and girls long to. I don't remember growing older. When did 36 years ago we first met. We became best friends from the start. Letters and many phone calls later. Nothing could keep us apart. Our first trips to Israel were together. Back in the days we knew we'd be roommates and best friends for forever. Sharon and me. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days. One season following another, friendships blossoming as we gaze. Both of us chose to become rabbis. Cleveland for you in Chicago. Lucky for cell phones and for email. Each other's lives we know. Weddings and several children later. Vacations at land or at sea. It is my honor to be here now to I would like to thank Park Synagogue for inviting me here today, to Barbara Gross and Judy Eigenfeld and Terry and Rick for your hospitality. Thank you to John and Becky and Noah, and to those of you on the program committee who kept this a secret and surprise. And a special hello to Harriet and Arnold Young. You know, we've known one another since I was younger than Noah. And on this Veterans Day, we also want to say thank you to all our veterans for your service to our country. As Jews, we often quote our sources, but how often do we misquote? Allow me. Joshua ben Parachia said, "Asel harav, u'knei chaver." These famous words from Pirkei Avot, the ethics of our fathers, dare I say, are backward. Well, at least when it comes to my relationship with Rabbi Sharon Marcus. Make for yourself a Rav, a teacher, and gain for yourself a friend. The implication of this verse is that in finding a teacher who is your Rav, your rabbi, you will then in time gain a friend. For me, in meeting Sharon Young Marcus, it's the exact opposite. Well, at least in the way it happened for us. First, we were friends, and then she became my teacher. Back when we were 8 and 9 years old, so no, you're 11, right? Sharon Young and I became friends at overnight Jewish summer camp. And throughout our friendship, I looked up to her, even though she was often an inch shorter. And she taught me. Each year, our friendship grew so much so that we wrote letters. Remember letters? You used to put a stamp on them. And every once in a while, we would speak to each other on the phone. Actually, when Sharon would call, my mother would say, "Blah, blah, blah, blah." Guess who? Because we would speak so fast to one another. And then we would try to find ways to see one another during the school year. And one of those times was during a junior high conclave, when we met at a weekend at camp. Sharon came from the suburbs of Philadelphia on a bus. I came from suburban Binghamton. If you know Binghamton, that's a little bit of a joke. In a small van. We arrived at camp, and after some screaming and hugging, Sharon told me that she knew all the names of all the people on her bus. And did I know the people that I traveled with? Well, considering they were all from my temple, pretty much so. And as we were unpacking and getting ready for our first event, Sharon said, "Come on," that's a Philadelphia accent, "come on, let's go meet all the girls." And together we went around and we met all the girls who were staying in our building. By dinner, we knew all their names. And when Rabbi Richie Adress, who was running the conclave, gave his opening remarks, he said something to the effect is that you probably right now don't know everyone here. At which point, Sharon Young's hand went up in the air. She said, "We know all the girls." And together, we went around and we named each of the girls. And I think, did he give us 50 cents for that or something? That day, Sharon Young taught me the importance of getting to know a person's name. Because it's how we meet people, and we make connections, and develop meaningful relationships. While we don't have time right now to name all 236 of you who are here, it is my guess that Rabbi Marcus could tell me not only your names, but something about you as well. Little did I know then in junior high that Sharon Young was going to teach me and lead me on the path that would become my life story. Summers at camp and school years active in our respective high school youth groups were the opportunities to see one another, but they also led each of us to live active Jewish lives. When we both got into Brandeis University, We were roommates sophomore year and very much involved in Jewish life on campus. However, totally unrelated to Judaism, Sharon Young taught me about determination. At Brandeis University, there's a physical education requirement. One had to take so many hours of PE in order to graduate, and if you were on a varsity sport, you were exempt from taking such classes. Our sophomore year, Sharon Young joined the women's fencing team. Some of you may not believe me. So I brought a photo. Now this is the original one that I've kept all these years. I knew I was going to be one day. And here, oh, let me. There she is, Sharon Young Marcus. Well, actually, Sharon Young, Rabbi Sharon Young. Why fencing? You didn't do wrong. Oh, you didn't do I recall your foils, your masks, your white uniform, you're practicing your moves in our room. She was determined to be part of a collegiate team, no matter what. And if Sharon Young can become a collegiate fencer, then anyone can do whatever they want. And then junior year, Sharon went to study in Israel. She took the whole year overseas to be at Hebrew University in Jerusalem, and I missed her very much. Sharon had known since about second grade that she was going to become a rabbi, and it was a natural progression for her to go to Israel for the year. And so it was actually the separation from her that helped me understand and learn that as best friends for more than half our lives at that time, perhaps my interest in applying to rabbinical school wasn't just because Sharon wanted to be a rabbi, but because we shared so much, including our values and goals in life, such as Tikkun Olam and Talmud Torah, preparing the world and studying Torah. And so when I received my acceptance letter that I got into rabbinical school, Sharon and some of our roommates, among them Deb and Missy as we called her then, and Lisa, gave me a gift. A goofy hat from Disney. And I should wear it as a reminder that though I was heading toward a very serious career, don't forget to have fun in life, and from time to time, enjoy being funny and goofy. So those of you who have spent time with Rabbi Marcus know that in addition to her wonderful teachings, she'll ride down a raft down the river in Israel and play a little rabbi versus rabbi basketball on the Cleveland Cavaliers court, or dress in a Miss Piggy costume for Purim. As rabbinical students and rabbis, we've helped one another with teachings and sermons, from ideas to editing. And Rabbi Marcus installed me 5 years ago at my present congregation. We've shared in life cycle liturgies, including co-officiating at the first wedding we did together for our friend Melissa and her husband Harvey, the baby naming ceremonies for our daughters, and B'nai Mitzvah blessings for our friends' children. And if you have been blessed to have Rabbi Marcus officiate at your family's wedding, baby naming, or bris, bar mitzvah, or funeral, then you have experienced her passion and compassion, which makes her such a wonderful Rav and Chaver. But for me, it was in this order. K'nei lecha chaver, ve'aseh lecha rab. Gain for yourself a friend and make for yourself a rabbi. Sharona, you are my friend, with more stories than we have time to tell. You are my rabbi, to whom I can turn for much rabbinical advice and teaching. It is my honor to share this milestone of your 13 years at Park Synagogue with you, your family, your teachers, your students, and friends. Mazel tov.
We're so glad Rabbi Amy Memes Bowler was able to be with us today. As you can tell, she and Rabbi Marcus go back a long way and are very good friends. Rabbi Memes Bowler, thanks so much for joining us today for your lovely song and kind words. Sharon Diane Young was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on October 19, 1966. The daughter of Harriet and Arnold Young. And we are so happy that you are here to share in this wonderful day. The Youngs described their daughter as a determined, enthusiastic, caring, and conscientious little girl, exactly like the Sharon Young Marcus we know. From the time she was in 2nd grade, Rabbi Marcus knew she wanted to be a rabbi. After hearing the second woman rabbi ordained, Rabbi Sandy Sasso, speak at her home congregation, Temple Knesset Israel in Philadelphia. Well, she followed her dream, but before coming to Park, could have easily sung this song.
Make sure that you follow and sing with us. Your songs are all in order in your songbook.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a shoe, one that's a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, please look around and make me a match profound. Matchmaker, matchmaker, I've been trained well. Rabbinic school, years in Israel. Matchmaker, matchmaker, please look around and make me a match profound. Oh, matchmaker, goddess of teaching and women, taking more of a role, the growth of a very kind sin. Those are the things that might help my soul. Matchmaker, matchmaker, you did look around. You found me a shoe with the dome that is round. Matchmaker, matchmaker, to Park I am bound. You found my true match. You found my true match. You found my true match. Profound.
Rabbi Marcus, we are really glad the matchmaker found this match for you because we think it was perfect too. While tradition has always been a part of Park Synagogue, we broke with tradition 13 years ago when Rabbi Marcus became the first woman on the bimah. Please join us in our version of tradition.
our Rabbi, Sharon Marcus, Tikkun Olam. At 8 years old, dear Sharon Young from Philly had a goal to be a rabbi in a shul, became her lifelong role. The rabbi plans trips to Israel and New York for confirmation students and those who don't eat pork. Our Rabbi, Sharon Marcus, she's the one. Our Rabbi, Sharon Marcus, Tikkun Olam.
Rabbi Marcus has been a tremendous influence on everyone at Park, people of every gender and age, but for our children and women, she's made a special impact. Just imagine Rabbi Marcus singing this song.
When I wear a brand new kippa and my tallis I do unfurl, when I stand on the bima leading mincha, I enjoy being a girl. Rabbi! Some call me Mama Bima, Mother Arrow, and girl. Yet I know I have found my true calling. I enjoy being a girl. Rabbi! Our recipients are cherished friends and students. These relationships are among richest pearls. With leadership, education, and community. For 13 years as a bit of rabbinic world. Here, I wear a brand new kippa, and my tallis I do unfurl. When I stand on the bima leading mincha, I enjoy being a girl. Rabbi!
Being a mom, wife, rabbi, community leader, and past president of the Greater Cleveland Board of Rabbis is certainly an enormous job. Did you ever stop to wonder how in the world she does it all? Join us in this next song to begin to understand just how busy her life must be and how she gets it all done with the help of her husband John and her daughters Becky and Noah. By the way, did you know John and Rabbi Marcus met when she crashed his birthday party? And was in his arms. He had a good eye because he thought she was cute, caring, and fun right from the beginning.
I'm the bima rabbi for this morning. Boy, I have to be in Park by 9. Put away the tallis, get my tallis, and get me to the shul on time. John, Becky, go, well, let's get going. The morning starts so soon. Rabbi said, so how'd you do this? We spoke, you did just show us
infectious. When she's around, you know it, whether on the bima, walking down the halls, or in a classroom. She's lively, hardworking, and enthusiastic. Perhaps this next song says it all.
Let mommy take a picture.
Make our
years, but some of them just couldn't fit into the lyrics written for today. It's been such a pleasure to watch you and all of us grow in these 13 years. You've introduced programs we're so much richer for as a congregation and individuals. You've spoken words in your sermons that have made us reflect, question, laugh, and even cry. We've watched you carry and raise two beautiful girls, and we've come to know John through his warmth and presence. Rabbi Marcus, John, Noah, and Becky, please come up and join us.
Rabbi Marcus, we are very honored to present these gifts to you, which are tokens of our appreciation of your dedication to this synagogue.
Favorite story.
Yes, absolutely.
You're supposed to be present.
Oh, thank you. Beautiful bracelet with a crown for Park. I see, you know what's it's a pineapple? Pomegranate for my talents. I need some help. And this looks like people holding hands.
Yeah.
Like a family. Thank you so much. Beautiful.
Oh, and then this is a little special extra. There, I tell you.
Oh,
That's cool.
how beautiful. So it has many words. Can everyone see? What's it called? A wordle.
It's the word that we felt described Rabbi Marcus.
Teacher, leader, compassionate, educator, supportive, abundant rabbi, and then it's Becky and John and Noah's name. It's beautiful.
Beth?
You know our mom as wearing a suit and being very serious or giving a sermon.
Or teaching class or performing a funeral, we're going to tell you a little bit more about our mom.
When we were younger, we loved to watch Disney Channel. When a repeat would come on, our dad would say, "Turn it off. You have seen this episode 1,000 times." But mom would always say, "It's okay," and watch the show with us.
Our mom gets up really early, every day, but on vacation, really early. When we go to Disney World, she always knows the shortcuts to all the rides. She doesn't want to miss a ride, or a parade, or anything. She even takes us on all the roller coasters, but Dad.
We went on a cruise last winter. My mom was more excited to go on the zip line than I was, even with her bad dad.
Did you know our mom loves overnight camp? She went to overnight camp almost every summer until last year, when she was 45 years old.
Our mom is a power shopper, and boy does she know bargains. I texted her from school at lunchtime on Friday that I was going to homecoming the next day. When my dad picked me up at 3:15, Mom had already bought me 4 dresses to try on.
We love our mom's cooking, especially for Shabbat chicken. Mom cooks a nice dinner with a homemade challah every Shabbat, even when she leads services.
Our mom is pretty busy. She has lots of meetings, but even if she has to leave something early, she never misses a school event or play or show.
Our mom Mom even walks the dog in swimming. Oh wait, never mind.
I love to read. Whenever I read a new book, my mom always wants to know what it's about. After I finished Harry Potter and the Hunger Games, I told my mom how great they were, so she read them too.
My mom taught me everything that's important in life. How to French braid, clean my earrings, and everything you need to know.
Thank you, Mom, for everything.
Becky, Noah, and I really want to thank Park Synagogue for honoring Sharon in her B'nai Mitzvah year. We are especially thankful to the committee for picking today, as it's a Browns bye week. I bet you didn't know that Sharon is a huge sports fan. When we were dating, she memorized the Cleveland Indians lineup and all the players. You might remember the teams in the mid-90s. Kenny Lofton, Jim Thome, Manny Ramirez, Eddie Murphy, to name a few. A couple years later, after we were married, and some of those players had moved on to greener pastures, I was watching an Indians game. I think Jim Thome was coming up to bat. Our sports fan, Sharon, asked with a very straight face, "Hey, I thought he played for the Indians." Some of you might have noticed that Sharon has a tendency to speak a little fast. I can share a secret with you. Talking fast is about the only thing she does fast. In fact, she is very slow and deliberate to go anywhere, except at Disney World, there's no time. She takes hours to get ready. Regrettably, it's a family trait that has been handed down to Sharon. And I see some of those traits in our daughters too. Sharon was affectionately known as the turtle in college. Her friends were a little worried I might find this out and tried to hide this, as if I didn't know it already, until we were engaged. It's not just getting ready, it's walking, it's driving. Except for talking, top speed for Sharon on a good day is about the same as a funeral procession. Today is really special. We are thrilled my in-laws are here and our dear friend Amy, along with some other relatives, in celebrating Sharon. However, underneath it all, Sharon is somewhat upset. She really hates to be surprised. She prefers to be in total control of the situation. You see, she is already annoyed with me. Why didn't I tell her about the menu? Why didn't I tell her about this fantastic turn-on? And most of all, why didn't I tell her that Amy was coming? Sharon, here's a secret. Amy and I have been planning this with the committee for weeks. But I need a favor from all of you. Could you please stop saying so many nice things about her, no matter how true they are? It's going to be very difficult at home later. For Sharon, there are at least 25 hours in a day, split between being your rabbi, mom, and wife. That split might not always be equal on all days, but in the end, she excels at all three. We are very proud of her, and we love her very much.
Now we're going to have a few words from our senior rabbi.
I have props There's always been a sense of mystery about how rabbis are produced. You know, are they made on an assembly line in some far-off land? Is there a lightning bolt involved? Is there a mountaintop involved? Rabbis land themselves in various communities, and congregants sometimes approach rabbis with hesitation because, like, it's the rabbi. The rabbi's not from our world. The rabbi must be from some other planet. Rabbi Marcus, on the other hand, brings people close because she is so relatable. She is so approachable. She is so real. She inhabits the same world as her congregants and the same world as her students, raising children, making new friends, helping her parents, worried about carpools and utility bills and the economy. She's your neighbor, and she's your friend, and she's your rabbi. The story of Rabbi Marcus becoming a rabbi should not be a mystery. This is something to share. It's a story, as you've heard, of a woman who was inspired when she was a young girl by early female rabbis. She decided what she wanted to be. She declared it as her goal. She worked towards it. Her story is so real, and it should be. Hebrew school and bat mitzvah and Jewish camping and Brandeis University and rabbinical seminary. It's really a story to share with young boys and girls because honestly, the country needs good rabbis. And becoming a rabbi should not be a mystery. It actually should be something that's told so other people can work towards it. And just as Sharon Young saw certain rabbis as her role model, Sharon Young Marcus's story may very well inspire some young boy or girl to hear it and then decide that he or she wants to be a rabbi. It's attainable. I can do it. But I must tell you, this afternoon has been so nice. So very nice. To me, it's a little too perfect. I mean, let me get this straight. She dreams all her life to be a rabbi. She achieves it. She acquires very sweet friends and colleagues along the way. She was nice enough to put us with her friends after Becky's bat mitzvah service. They're so nice. It's so nice. It's too nice. It makes me sick. It's so nice. I mean, think about it. Comes to Cleveland, meets a man, marries him, 2 lovely kids, nice house in a suburb, driving as rabbi of the largest synagogue in Cleveland. This story is so sweet and nice. I mean, the story, nothing could be so sweet. It's so unoffensive. It's so clear. Oh, I want you to know, the FBI has a secret file, which they call Sharon Young Marcus the Rebel Years. First of all, she toured with some very tough heavy metal bands. She was dangerous. This was the inspiration for the song by the Knack, My Sharon. That's maybe the wrong track. I mean, those were the days when you never saw Sharon Young without her machine gun. Machine gun. That's right. All from the FBI files. She was a biker. She was pretty tough customers. Those were wild days. In fact, the members of her heavy metal band in the 1980s desperately wanted to come today. I think they misunderstood. They didn't understand what we meant by having a high T. Yeah, some of the war protesters. Look, Cleveland, 1970, she's 4 years old. Look at that. Some of her wildest days did come at Brandeis. When you talk about stories of the campus revolts, you have the Columbia and Berkeley anti-war demonstrations, but then right up there you got the Brandeis anti-matzah revolt. They were very serious. You may not know that you heard this actually. Rabbi Marcus played competitive sports. When they just roll off your tongue when you talk about college sports around here. Don't they all run together? Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame, and Brandeis. The Buckeyes from Ohio State, the Wolverines from Michigan, and the Brandeis Judges. That's the name of the team. To strike fear in the opponent. Pictures of the Supreme Court. And let me tell you, Brandeis had no easy games on their schedule. Brandeis' sports schedule included games against some of the highest-ranked elementary schools in the nation. They played 5th grade magnet schools out of Chicago, 3rd grade Montessori, Detroit. And you know her views in public issues. I want to read you this letter. Came this morning. We congratulate you on the milestone of 13 years at Park Synagogue. You've been an enthusiastic supporter of our cause for many years. We wish you much luck in the future. Signed, Ready, Aim, Fire, President, National Rifle Association. You never knew all this about sweet Rabbi Marcus. Sweet and nice, makes me sick. I won't deal with the tobacco chewing days, the tattoos, the nose rings. We'll wait for some other time. The most challenging piece, though, of coming to Cleveland was in her need to relearn how to talk. She simply had a vocabulary and a dialect that could not be decipherable. Let me explain to you. Certain words. Now, we use certain words. Let me teach you how we say them. Okay? This is a good English word. Hard. You know that word, hard? Everybody say it. Hard. Rabbi Marcus says, Pala. Can we all say that together? Pala. Let's say it the way she likes it. Pala. Like you're going to sit and read a book in the Pala. That's just one example. Another one. We put clothes away in something called a drawer, right? It's called a drawer. Now let's make her feel at home. When she puts clothes away, she puts it in a drawer. Let's put the clothes away in a drawer. That's not long enough. I want to find the drawer. All right, now when I get thirsty, life on earth needs water. Water. But when Rabbi Marcus gets her friend, she gets water. Let's do it. Let's say it. Let's get it. Bring up water. Let's do it. Water. And finally, when I want to bring some things to the office, we say carry. We all say carry. Let's say it right. Carry. Rabbi Marcus says carry. So if she's going to do a service, she's going to marry a couple. Let's say carry and marry. All right. I would mention more about her husband, John Marcus, but it's not his day, so enough. He gave you grandchildren, his relevancy is over. But I do know that I did spend some years in Philadelphia. Becky, if you will, there's a basket out here. Can you go get it? It's behind the bima. I want to make, no, you can help because it's a heavy basket. I want to make Rabbi Marcus comfortable. And so I know you all were so nice to give her some party gifts. But if you could bring some of those, just bring the whole bag out here. If you can. It may take two of you, exactly. Yeah, well, let's go over here. Right over here. I don't know, I wanted to bring things that she could really appreciate. So what I want to do is first, some Philadelphia cream cheese. And you caught it! We also want to make sure there's one brand in Philadelphia. We bought you 10 packages of Tasty Cake. Tasty Cake donuts. Made from Philadelphia only. And of course, anybody from Philadelphia needs pretzels and mustard. We bought 10 packages of Tasty Cakes. Half a dozen packages of pretzels. Don't worry, it's not on your budget. Pretzels! I'm bringing you the whole bag. These are gifts for you. Lots of tasty. Sweet Rabbi. Nice Rabbi Marcus. All I know is Rabbi Marcus, everything I could possibly ask for in a couple. She is mature, and when she takes responsibility for the youth, every decision is made as if the park kids were her own sons and daughters. Responsible and detail-oriented, with nothing being taken for granted. She is committed to the education of anyone and everyone, of all ages, adults and children. She is responsive to me and conscientious when fulfilling a task we have discussed, and in understanding the foundation of conservative duties. And as you know, she cares about people. She cares about people, and she does not care at all about getting glory for herself. It is a wonderful trait to get the satisfaction you need from the work itself. That's who I wanted to work with. Your friendship and your relating to her is really all she needs. She does not need accolades or headlines. She doesn't need the notice because she gets notice. Nice people can be appreciated. It's a wonderful lesson. I would like to think we have created an atmosphere among the staff and among the members where a nice person can be appreciated. You all know a lesson I've taught before from the pulpit, and that is being involved in religious life and doing the ritual doesn't guarantee that you're a nice person. We know plenty of people like that. It's wonderful if somebody who's involved in the ritual of life and who is a kind, nice person puts that together. It's wonderful that she can be appreciated. And trailblazers are found in every generation. There are people in the congregation who didn't want to accept her guidance when she came, because she's a woman. Because she came from a Reform congregation. It hurt her. But she was patient, and she was forgiving, because she always wanted to keep her eyes on the task. She was dedicated to her mission as a rabbi, as a female rabbi, but as a rabbi. All I know is, when my mother died, I spoke to 2 longtime friends, and then I wanted to talk to a rabbi. So who would I call? I'd call Rabbi Marcus. And I felt comforted by her, and I felt like I was speaking to someone who cares. So the world needs good rabbis, and conservative synagogue needs good rabbis. And thank you, Rabbi Marcus, for being part of this rabbinate with me. Congratulations.
I would like to introduce, of course, our honoree, Rabbi Marcus, who has a few words.
I really didn't prepare much. I didn't know what to expect. I am in such shock, and it's beyond my wildest expectations. First of all, it surprised my friend Amy came. When I talked to you in any class, I said, "Oh, my friend Amy, the rabbi, this is Amy." And I mentioned you in many classes and many times. I'm just shocked about. I'm just amazed. I can't believe how you pulled it. I can't believe you surprised me so much. That's the biggest thing. How the girls and John kept the. I thought the house looked kind of clean. Something was up. Really, I'm speechless. I am touched. I am moved. I laughed. I cried. It was really a very complete emotional day. But it's been just wonderful. And the reason I love working with everyone here and working with my Rosh Chodesh and Sisterhood women, especially because you see how unbelievably creative they are. How unbelievable you created this and pulled this off. And you are the most amazing people I've ever met. I want to thank everyone on the committee. I want to thank everyone who came today to honor me. I am truly, truly touched. It's really just been a beautiful event. I can't believe it has been 13 years. I don't know where they have flown. But the Park Synagogue family has become my family. We've been through births and bat mitzvahs, and we have many more to come. But it's been an unbelievable 13 years, and I have really found a home. It's unbelievable. A time has passed, and you've all become a part of our family, and it's wonderful. I never thought I'd say I love Cleveland. Years ago, I kept saying the weather. I told my parents they came from New Jersey. They came to Cleveland for our good weather. They had nothing but rain and snow, and floods in the last couple weeks. But it was just shared. When I was sent to Cleveland for my first job, I really didn't even know where it was on the map. It was Philly. It was past Pittsburgh. I found a wonderful community. Really all very bishop. Found community, found a wonderful synagogue, found a wonderful community, and so here I shall stay. So it's been wonderful, and I hope we have many, many more celebrations together in the years to come. I want to thank all my colleagues and staff here who don't often sing, besides the cantor. I know many of you don't sing, and I'm very touched that you came up to sing. So thank you all. It's been wonderful working with all of your staff. It's been wonderful working with all of the congregants, and I look forward to sharing many more happy years with you. And thank you. Thank you. Just a few more words. We would just like to thank our very hardworking and dedicated committee for making this program in IT today.
today. We have a special thank you to our Val Robbins, our pianist for today. And we would like to invite everybody to please come and partake of the wonderful goodies we have for the high tea. Thank you, and thank everybody for coming.